Hello everyone, Danny Garola here with stampinthepinkbarn.com. Okay, well, we definitely have volume. Hello, Peggy. So we got new phones this last week, so things are a little bit different right now with this whole new setup on this new phone. My phone was kind of dated. Hello, Wendy. And so my mom and my husband both got the brand new iPhone that is out. And I went ahead because my mom just got hers last year. So I went ahead and just took her phone because I was like, I don't want to spend that kind of money on a phone right now. So I will just take her other phone. Hello, Denise. So yes, there's a whole different setup. I am now moved. Hello, Marcia. I am now moved. We kind of ran into an issue in the middle of moving. So me and my daughter are now currently living at the other house. I'm currently in my mom's home doing my videos now. So so we were moving over this last week, and our truck decided that, hello, Becky, and thank you so much for sharing, Becky. Our truck decided, impeccable timing, I tell you what, our truck decided to take a turn and the fuel pump went out in it. So it has been in the shop all weekend. They had to order the parts today, so hopefully it'll be done tomorrow. Fingers crossed, because it's the only way we can get, like, we've been moving little things. I have a minivan, and we've been moving little things back and forth now. Thank you, Peggy, for sharing. But the truck, we need to have the truck to move the animals. Thank you, Marcia, for sharing. We have to have the truck to move animals. So we have the doe, my doe goats, my little girls. We have our doeling pen set up for all my female goats. And they are ready to be moved into their new pen, but until we get the truck back, we can't haul the trailer to move the goats. Thank you, Wendy, for sharing. And so once we get the girl goats moved, hopefully on Wednesday, since tomorrow we're probably going to get the truck back, fingers crossed, that they don't run into any other issues. And so the girls will be here, and then to move the boys, we need a couple more panels from the girls' pen down at the other house to get the boys' pen set up to move the boys. So I think I've got 6 female goats because I downsized a lot. We had like over 20 goats, female goats, and I recently got rid of a bunch of them because I knew we were going to be doing the moving. Hello, Noreen. And I knew there was no way in the world that I need that many goats anyways. So we downsized on the female goats. So like I said, I think I've got like 5 or 6 females at the present time. And then I've got 3 of my bucks, 3 male goats. And so they've got to be completely separated. Otherwise we will have babies. And I'm over having babies. Now, that being said, when we do need goat milk, because goats naturally are lactose free when they are in milk. So I have a lot of people reach out to me and say, hey, do you milk your goats? So at that time, I have to then have a baby to have the mama be in milk. And so sometimes we will decide to do a milking or a freshening is what they call when the mom gets pregnant and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of a whole spiel, but yes, we are getting there. My husband brought my cat up to us today, and I have got the dogs with me. And so it's just little by little, we are just slowly moving things up. So that is fun. I am loving my mom's big, gorgeous, glorious room here. There is a bit of an echo, I noticed. I did my YouTube live Thursday in this room. My lighting is not set up completely because we're going to have to build a stand over her desk. Hello, Nancy. And to be able to clip my lights and stuff up there, because right now I have nothing to clip lights to. especially to get them above, to have them moving down onto the desk. So there is somewhat of a little bit of a shadowing, and you guys will see that. Oh, my eyeball is just itching like crazy. So when I flip you guys around, you'll see a little bit of the shadowing. Now, that being said, this is the first time doing a evening video taping in here. So hopefully once the sun goes down, because that's what you can see, this big glare right here, this is the window that is behind me glaring on the wall over here. Hello, Heather. So hopefully as the sun goes down, it doesn't get too dark in here. I do have quite a few lights going, but they're not propped right above me like needs to be. So, and then we had an amazing Easter. I hope your guys' Easter was, you know, a blessed one. We had some family and friends come over to my mom's house, and we did a barbecue, and my daughter and my son did their Easter baskets and all that kind of stuff. My son celebrates, he's Jewish. He has, so he celebrates Passover. So we have been talking about, and yes, Passover is kind of a week-long thing. So we have been talking about making some meals for Passover and that kind of stuff, because I like to incorporate his, you know, beliefs as well. So yeah, we have, you know, just rolling right along here, trying to get everything done. Hello, Sheila. Good, I'm glad that you are here. So yes, so it's just little by little, things are slowly coming together. It was 90, almost 95 degrees today. And I'm telling you, the way, thank you, Sheila, for sharing. The house that we're in now sits, it faces east to west. So, and our house down where we're moving from sat north to south. And my mom's current home that they just had built, because they just changed the city coordinates on the way homes can be sit when they're built, it now runs north to south. Well, that old home stays so cool. Like, I had no idea that it was almost 95 degrees today. Had no clue. In this home, they had their AC cranked. They were, you know, staying nice and cool over here. But over there, I thought it was like in the 70s. It stayed so ridiculously cool there. I was actually, when I got up this morning, I was actually kind of cold. So we will see as this summer comes around, which will be quite a break for us, because normally summer times around here, your electricity bill is outrageous, which I know some of you guys know, living in the South. You know how that heat gets, and yeah, you pretty much live AC 24/7, and it takes a toll on that good old electricity bill. So it'll be nice to see what the difference is in this summer. So yeah, so I have some super cute cards to show you. I have a little bit of business to go through with you guys, because as you guys know, we are coming to the end of I Keep Freezing. Is anybody else having freezing problems? Because I'm watching myself on my device back here, and I don't see myself freezing up. So hopefully, Peggy, maybe it's just on your end. Not that I want to say hopefully, but I hope I'm not freezing up on my end. My mom just got a super crazy Wi-Fi. Hello, Denise. Connected here, so it's supposed to be one of the strongest. So hopefully it is not on my end. I was freezing up on you too. Well, I don't know. Hello, Kathy. Well, we're going to keep rolling with this, and hopefully that it gets better. There's nothing else I can do. Like I said, we just tried the Wi-Fi connection, and it was stronger than what I even have down at the other house. Nothing else is running. I mean, my dad is out there watching TV, but I'm cutting in and out. That's so crazy, because on my other device over here, it's not showing me doing that. Well, we're just going to go with it, because, I mean, I can't really go tell my dad to turn his TV off, because he would be quite mad at me. So we're going to get going here, and we'll just make these cards, and hopefully you guys can either catch on the replay, or yeah, we'll just keep going. So I'm going to get you guys flipped around, so hold on. Okay, hopefully you guys can see me, and hopefully we're all good, and we're a little bit crooked here. So I'm gonna try to turn this just a hair. Okay, are we all good? Thumbs up. You guys can see me, you can hear me. Because I know I just hit a button, and hopefully that didn't mess you guys up. All right. So you guys are here. I do my Monday free class for you guys every Monday here on Facebook. The way I do my giveaways for the week is I make all 3 cards every Monday night, and I do a giveaway where I give the cards away that I make. So if you like, comment, and share, you get into the drawing for all 3 cards. And yes, it has been where one person has won, 2 of the cards because they've liked, shared, and commented. So let's see. Let's make sure that everything is straightened here because it seems like things are wonky. And, okay, Marcia, you say that I'm all good there. Perfect. That's what I want to hear, that things are doing good. Denise said, you're good there. All right, perfect. Okay, so like, comment, share on this video. So you need to like, comment, or share here on my Facebook video. I know I do share this and upload it over on YouTube, but in order to get in on the drawing, you have to do one of those 3 things, or all 3 of those things would be wonderful. Hello, Lynn, here on this Facebook post. Okay, so getting on with things. Today is the last day to subscribe to the All the Little Things Paper Pumpkin Kit. This is that kit that is going to come with the free box organizer to keep all your little Stampin' Spots organized, or your adhesive, whatever you choose to keep organized in this little kit. This paper pumpkin is going to be an amazing one for this reason right here. It's going to make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, 9 matching envelopes, iridescent foil die cuts, 1 shaded spruce ink spot, and 1 photopolymer stamp set. So this is an all-in-one kit. You're going to get everything that you need. You might just need to have a pair of scissors setting on hand. Also, I advise to have your take your pick tool. It's always a good thing to have. It's not something you have to have. Again, this kit is one and done. You buy the kit and you can create those without having anything else. So these are awesome. You will find the link here in the description of this video. Right now, we have our last chance products, you guys. So these are the last chance products coming out of that annual catalog and our January to April catalog as well. So both catalogs are going to be retiring, and then we're going to be getting a new catalog, which I've got to take a sneak peek of, and it is gorgeous. Oh my word. But that being said, we've got some amazing products at a fabulous price going through the retirement right now. So we've got 17 stamp sets under $10 right now. So as you can see, I've got some here listed. I did post this over on the here on my Facebook page. I put direct links to any of these items, so you can actually see them. I know this is only 15 of them. There are 2 more that are on that list that are under $10. So yeah, really, really crazy. And I know there are a lot of sets that have matching dies that are also on that 60% off deal. So you really want to look through that PDF. You can get that. I actually have it posted here in the description of this. It'll take you right over to my blog, and you can print off the new advised last chance products list that you can print off for yourself and go through that, mark your catalogs, see all the wonderful things that you can save so much money on. Don't forget to take a look at the colors that are retiring as well, so you can add the refills, the paper, the ink pads, all the things that you need. Add those to your shopping cart. And if you use my current host code right now, I will be sending you a PDF right to your email, and that will, it is a PDF for 5 cards. It's a tutorial to show you how to make 5 different cards. So I hope you guys take advantage of shopping with me right now and using my host code so you can get that PDF. You don't have to use the stamp sets that I've used. It's a great way to kind of get some inspiration on just some layouts of some cards. So I wanted you guys to be aware of that. Also, I have posted over on my blog, again, the description, you'll see it in the description of this video. I have my 2023-2024. This is for that new annual catalog that's coming out. I am doing my paper share again. I do this with every catalog that comes out. The registration is open right now. So let me show you guys. Hopefully this definitely doesn't bog down the internet. But I am going to bring up my blog here really quick. And so up here at the top, if you click on the paper share right here, once you're on stampinthepinkbarn.com, if you click that paper share, so yes, the internet is bogging because it's taking forever to upload. Well, yeah, it must be that my dad, because he's on the, anyways, I guess it's not going to work. But if you click on the paper share right here, it'll take you into my paper share where you can then fill out the form to get yourself in on this. I've got 2 different options for this paper share. One comes with the specialty papers, and the option number 1 comes with just the designer series paper. But if you pick option number 2, you're going to get a free gift from me, which is going to be a 1/4 pack of that brand new in color, the new colors that are coming out. You're going to get a 1/4 pack of that paper included for free when you pick option number 2. We have mystery stamping coming up this Wednesday. Last Wednesday, I shared the supplies with you that you need to gather and get ready for this week's or this month's mystery stamping. Geez, trying to think of too many things at once. So join us here on Facebook Wednesday evening. You can go to my events here on my Facebook page, and you can click the going button, and then you can read all about what mystery stamping is as well. I've also got some adhesive kits that are ready to go. These are $30 right out the door. It comes with everything you see here in a cute little bag. So you can, that's also in the description of this video. All right, let's get down to it wasn't last week because I decided to take last week off because we were in the middle of the move. So I've got all 3 of these cards here. So this was the first card that we made, not last week, but the week before. This is using the Dainty, what was it called? Dainty Delights set. I went ahead and created 3 cards using that. So this was the first card that I did. Now this is going to go to one of you who liked that video. That was Miss Sierra Hoover. Sierra, I don't believe that I have your address, so you can message me here through Facebook Messenger and send me your address. That would be wonderful. This is going to go to Sierra Hoover. All right, card number 2 was this gorgeous one right here using that fresh freesia and that starry sky. This one, for commenting on that video, this is gonna go to Vicky Buller. So Vicky, I think I do have your address because I think you just sent it to me. So this is going to come to you, Miss Vicky. And then the last one here, this gorgeous card. Oh, did I show you the inside of this one? Hold on. I think I forgot to show you the inside. This one right here, for sharing that video, this is going to go to Miss Becky Drake White. So Becky, I don't think I have your address. If you want to message me or email me at stampinthepinkbarn@gmail.com, you can send me your address that way if you're not on Messenger. But this is that gorgeous black card with the silver and that pink. And so I put just a few little flowers on the inside here too, to make that be just as beautiful on the inside. So again, this one's going to Becky Drake White. This one is going to Vicky Buller. And this one here is going to Sierra Hoover. Okay, so let me put those away. And then I have received some happy mail from some of you guys. So I want to share my happy mail that I got. I know there was a couple of these that I showed on Coffee and Cards, but not everybody is on YouTube. So I figured I would show it on here as well. So Miss Wendy sent me this stamp set. She asked me if I had this. I told her, no, I didn't have this one. I was really on the fence about buying it because my son is a crazy cat guy. And so I've really been kind of eyeballing this set because I thought, oh my gosh, this would be a perfect birthday card. Since my son is turning 18 this year, I am so excited that she sent me this stamp set. So thank you again, Wendy. And she sent it with this gorgeous card. Absolutely stunning, this card here. So this was for a sympathy card for losing my father-in-law. So I just think this is such a stunning card. So thank you again so much, Wendy. Okay, and then I got this beautiful card here. This is from Bonnie Bletchell. This is thanking me for the inspiration that I share with you guys every week. Look how gorgeous that is. She embossed this and then put a little bit of blending of color over the top of that to really make that embossed image really pop on that paper. I think this is just stunning. So that is from Miss Bonnie. Thank you so much, Bonnie. And then I received this super adorable Easter card from Miss Anna Rebadoo. And isn't this gorgeous? This is using that new fancy floral die here. And then look at this little cute bunny with the carrots. So, so cute. And look what she did on the inside. Put that same little bunny in there. So my husband actually just handed this to me when he just got up here to share with you guys today. So I told him, I go, well, I haven't even got to show Miss Katie Cat, my daughter, yet. So when I get done tonight, I'm going to make sure I go show this to my daughter because she'll get a kick out of this with all those little bunnies on there. So thank you guys again so much for the happy mail. I enjoy it so much. I love your guys' inspiration. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to tonight's cards. So tonight I am going to be featuring the Tropical Leaf bundle. Now this bundle, don't mind my coffee stain down here. So I told you guys a couple weeks ago that I dropped my coffee cup in my craft room and it happened to attack this stamp set. So it got underneath the plastic here and kind of warped my, but it's loved with coffee. So I can't be too mad about it. So this is a online exclusive only. You will not find this set in any of our catalogs. So I have put a link to the online exclusives. It'll take you over to my blog where you can see all of the products that are on that online exclusive sale right now. So they'll be adding things to that periodically throughout the year. So you'll have to keep checking there. And as soon as I see something, I will definitely let you guys know. So let's get on with the first card tonight. The first card tonight, we are going to be using basic white thick cardstock. And this is 8.5 by 5.5. You will find all the dimensions over on my blog tomorrow because it'll take me through the night to get everything written. And it's just safer if I tell you guys that instead of having you constantly look there or giving you a certain time and, you know, having an issue with technology and it not coming through like I say it's going to. Ooh, I didn't wipe this desk off. Okay, so we've got some little crusties on there. My next layer, this is Mossy Meadow. This is 4 by 5.25. Hello, Miss Debbie Spicer. This is going to be our next layer. I hope that shadowing isn't too crazy bad for you guys. My next layer is going to be 5 by 3.75. This is what we're going to actually be doing some stamping on. I also have a piece of crumb cake here. This is 1.5 by 4 1/8. We're going to do some embossing on that. I am using one of the folders from the 3D Basics embossing folders. Now with this, again, this is on the online exclusives. This is a 3-pack that you get of 3 different 3D embossing folders. Let me get all my colors out here that we're going to be using. I also need a scrap of basic white. That is not thick. That is just regular basic white paper. I think tonight I'm going to be using the Crumb Cake, the Mossy Meadow, the Pear Pizzazz, and Soft Sea Foam. Now, I think Pear Pizzazz is one of those that is on the retiring list because I know I remember being in one of my team meetings and so many of my team members being so upset about Pear Pizzazz going away. All right, so what I'm going to do first is just set this aside so I make sure I can get that done. I am going to be using a one of my piercing mats here with a just piece of scrap paper put over that. And we are going to be using the large leaf image from that tropical leaf stamp set. I'm also going to be using the X and O's, and we're going to be using the small leaf as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. So I am just using my smaller piece of white here. I'm going to grab my Mossy Meadow first, and then I'm going to grab my little scrap, and we're just going to stamp it really quickly because we're going to actually use the punch on that. So I'm just going to stamp that on there. Oh, thank you so much, Debbie. I didn't see Melanie on here. Is she? Oh, there she is. Hello, Miss Melanie. Yeah, I missed you last week. Okay, so here is my, I just did a leaf on a piece of scrap, and I will punch that out when we get there. But then I'm going to come back in with my Mossy Meadow, and I'm just going to randomly stamp this leaf here with the Mossy. We're gonna kind of be making our own designer series paper, pretty much. Because since there's no paper that really goes with this tropical leaf, I decided, you know what, I just kind of need to make my own. And that's what I'm doing here. Okay, so I'm gonna set that aside, and I am done with my Mossy Meadow. Now I'm going to bring in my Soft Sea Foam and my little leaf here. And then I'm just going to add this kind of just randomly. Okay, we'll do one like right here. And they are going to overlap a little bit, and that's fine. And then let's do one right here. Okay, now I need to clean off this stamp. Now, the good thing about doing this is you can always come back in and add more. So in the beginning, I like to kind of go light on my stamping so I don't make it too crazy, but then because I can always come back and add more to it later if I need. Okay, now I'm grabbing that Pear Pizzazz, and now I'm just gonna kind of fill in the white space on this. And then let's do that. I don't need to worry about because we're going to be covering it with that crumb cake piece. Let's do one more down here just for good measure. There we go. So then we don't have too much white space hanging out. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my crumb cake. And this is where I'm going to use that little XO. And then I'm just going to kind of pop those on here. Okay, perfect. Just to give it a little bit of character on there. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry a minute. It doesn't take long, and we're going to cut out. This is where I'm going to need a Post-it note to make sure I can slide this. So if you ever have a scrap and it's too small to hold it into your punch, you can always grab a Post-it note. Post-it notes are your best friend when crafting. And then all I have to do is now just pull that off and we're golden and that gets tossed. Okay, so there's my leaf. There is my made designer series paper. I'm going to take my strip of crumb cake, and I thought I had my wording mounted. I guess not. Okay, so I'm going to use the sentiment, "Thank you so much." Let's take my X and O's off. And bringing back in my Mossy Meadow, because since we're going to be embossing this, we need to stamp first and then emboss, because if you try to stamp over something that you have embossed, it will not turn out right. Is Cajun Craze on the out list? I do not think so. If you go over to my blog, stampinthepinkbarn.com, I have posted a color refresh over there. If you hit the promotions button, you can scroll down to the color refresh, and I have a picture on there that shows you all the colors that are going to be retiring, just so you can know. So, yeah, I would go over there and look. I don't think Cajun Craze is one that was going out. Not that I can think of, but then again, I've been wrong in the past. Trust me. Okay, let me go emboss this really fast. Yes, I told my mom, because she had to leave earlier, that I would have to fly solo today without her because she had to go see her heart doctor. And so when she was at the doctor and she got done with her appointment, she sent me a text and she goes, "I have a beautiful heart now." And then sent some little red emoji hearts beside it. So that was great news to hear that everything is working like it should. Oh, there it is. See, it was blending in with my paper over here. I didn't see it. All right, so let's go ahead and adhere all these layers. Make sure my glue booger is off there. We're going to attach or adhere this right to my Mossy. Okay, and then that is gonna go straight down on my white card base. Yeah, so I'm waiting for her to come home any minute now because she had to run a couple of errands. Since we live pretty rural from town, you try to make your trips all count when you go into town. And so she had to stop and get some groceries and all that good jazz. Okay, so this little crumb cake piece is gonna go right along there. Now I'm not gonna put glue all the way to the edges because the edges are gonna hang over a little bit. That's why I did that at 4 1/8. So yeah, my husband went yesterday. That's what I was talking about. My husband went to stop yesterday. He took my dad's truck to work and he went to stop to pick up pavers at the hardware store and come to find out they were closed. And so it's very, very far and few between that you find a store that is closed on Easter. I mean, half the time most stores are open even on Christmas anymore. So he went to stop and pick up these pavers so we can put them around the pool to hold the sides up. And he calls and he goes, well, you know what? It's closed. And I thought, you know what? That's good. I go, I know that's bad for you, but that's good that they are closed. I'm glad they took the holiday off and they let their employees spend time with their families. I love hearing that. Okay, so there is our completed card. We're going to come in with the solid faceted gems. Now this down here, these are in the Mossy Meadow. So I'm going to just add one of those to this just to kind of give a little bit of bling because I kind of think this card would be a good masculine card because of those deep greens. You don't need to have a lot of bling on there. So that is how that first card turned out, to show you just, you know, a layout using this set that you can do so many colors. And that's kind of what I'm going to keep saying tonight is when you get this set, you can use any of the cards that I have made, play with your colors. It would be gorgeous in some of like Bermuda and Coastal Cabana, even though I do know that Bermuda Bay is one of the retiring colors. It would still be, if you have them, it would be pretty to do. Oh, good, Debbie. I'm so glad to hear that your husband's went so well too. Yeah, it's so nice when you get good news like that, knowing that the procedure, like that TAVR, has such good outcomes with it. Yeah, it's very wonderful. Okay, that is card number 1. All right, let's get down to card number 2. So let me move some of my stuff around here. Now with card number 2, I will tell you that I did my sample in a different color, but I'm going to show you it as well as the one that I'm going to do today because I don't use too much of the Tahitian Tide. Now Tahitian Tide is a gorgeous color. I just, for some reason, always forget to use it. And so I decided today I'm going to even change things up on myself and use Tahitian Tide on tonight's card. So this is basic black. This is 8.5 by 5.5. We're just gonna fold this and burnish this down. The sun is starting to go down. I can tell that I'm starting to get more shadowing going on. So I'm gonna have to definitely get on my husband to build a shelf over the top of this. Okay, there is my basic black. Then I am using a piece of Tahitian Tide. I believe this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So it's just of 1/8 of an inch smaller than that black. And then my white is 4 by 5 1/4. So again, another 1/8 of an inch smaller, just so you kind of see just a little peekaboo of that black and that Tahitian Tide. Okay, So I'm going to bring my piercing mat back over, and we are going to, again, kind of create a background on this piece here. I'm also going to need a scrap of basic white. We're gonna do some stamping on that using the big leaf. Okay, so I need to clean this off since it had my greens on there, since I'm going to be stamping those in the Tahitian Tide. Okay, but first what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a blender brush, and I'm just going to lightly get a little bit of the Tahitian Tide. And this is going to be very, very subtle. So I hope you guys can see it here on camera. And then I'm just going to come through and just lightly add a little bit of this color down kind of the one side of the card. Oh, my mom must be home. I hear them out there talking. Okay. Just so it's not so, you know, stark white. All right, that's what I'm gonna do with that. I think I need to come out a little bit more now that I look at that. Okay, that's good. All right, I also need the little leaf. So let's clean that one off as well. And I need my Memento Black. You could use Stays On as well, that would work. Okay, so grab my Memento. I'm going to stamp up here in this. Again, kind of just being random, but I'm gonna have them trickling down. Okay, that's gonna go there. This one is gonna go just right in the center. Why not? And then let's do one right over here. Okay, there we go. Then put that away. All right, now this is when we're going to take our black Stampin' Up marker. I'm gonna move this because I always make a mess when I do this. And we're just gonna do that flicking effect. Just like that. Just to add a little bit of extra texture. Okay, I have my sentiment that is Love You Lots. That is from this stamp set. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do the Love You. Just like that, just lining it up on the edge. I'm leaving the lots off of there. So as you can see, I only have ink from that point and before. So I can add that right here. Just like that, Love You. And then I'm gonna clean this off because it's longer than what I need on there. And clean that off, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do the lots. Now this, I have my chamois really wet, so just kind of tap it a little bit to get some of that excess water off. Okay, grab the lots. Now see, I went a little bit over this, so I'm just gonna grab my finger and just rub that off. Or if you want, you can take a sticky note and put it right on that other half of your stamp to make sure that you are not going to get any of that on your card. So I'm just gonna put that lots right there. So Love You Lots. Okay, move that. All right, move that out of the way, give that time to dry. Come in here with my Tahitian Tide with my big leaves. Then I'm gonna spin this. Okay, stamp that. Now I need to grab my veins of my leaf. So your big and your little both have veins over here for your leaves. Okay, let's get this thing closed. So see, I already stuck my finger in it. I was just gonna say, so I don't stick my finger in it, but hey, prove myself wrong. Okay, memento, and this is where I'm gonna do the veins of this large leaf. Okay. This is where that ties in your Tahitian and that black. Okay. Where did I put, oh, there it is. Okay, taking your punch. Yeah, that shadowing is bad. Okay, I have 3 of my leaves there. I can move my mat now. Now, let's go ahead and adhere these together. Again, you're just gonna see just a tiny bit of that Tahitian tide around this that really, the flowers, or the leaves, not flowers, really kind of grab that and make that pop on this black. Okay, gonna adhere that straight down. I'm also going to bring in the 2022-2024 In Color Matte Decorative Dots. This comes in all of those in colors. So we've got our Tahitian tide right there. I will be adding those. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stagger these leaves, but what I'm going to do is when I stagger them, I'm going to put that over the front end like that. Okay, so when I do that, I'm just gonna flip this over and add some dimensionals to that. So I'm not putting one down here because, like I said, when those stagger together, it's gonna be held up with that, the next dimensional there. So this one I'm just going to put right up here. Okay, and then take this one and pop it in underneath that. Stagger that one like so, where we can still see, oops, wrong way, geez, goofy. As I say stagger, but then I wasn't staggering them. Yeah, go figure, lady. Okay, that one's gonna go there. And then this one is gonna get a small dimensional on the end there because it doesn't have anything to support it. So then I'm just gonna pop that right like, again, staggering, like so. Actually, go this way. Just like that. And so those stagger down. I just think that is such a cool card. Now my my team leader, she made some little note cards, kind of sort of something like this. And that's kind of where I got the idea to do this staggering look. And so do you know how pretty it would be to do this in a bunch of different colors? Again, color, color, color. Okay, so I'm gonna come in here and grab some of these and go just like that. So there is card number 2. So you could add some Wink of Stella to this to give it a little bit more bling. I just like kind of the simplicity of it. Again, you could add some different places of that black leaves in the back. Here is the other one that I did. I did it with the polished pink, but I do know that polished pink is, I believe, already sold out. I think that's what I read. So I didn't really want to show it in a demonstration tonight since you wouldn't be able to buy that, but you could buy any kind of pinks. You can buy the Melon Mambo, Flirty Flamingo, and do it in any of those colors. So yeah, there is tonight's card using the Tahitian Tide. Aren't those beautiful? Now see, I should have probably did it a little bit darker when I did my sponging, because see, I did a little bit darker over here and it does just kind of give it a different little hue in the back of that. But nonetheless, it still turned out equally beautiful. Okay, let's do our third card. I love this card. So, so, so pretty. All right, so my card base is 11 by 4 1/4. And I need to take my paper trimmer, which it's hanging on the other side. Hold on. And I need to score this since I didn't do that. So when your paper goes against the grain, you need to make sure you score before you fold. Otherwise, it'll give you all these kind of little jaggedy edges there, and it's not that attractive. So there is my card base. So this is gonna open like this, kind of a little different fold there. Then I am coming in with this is called the Texture Chic Specialty Designer Series paper. This is going to be on that retiring list. It has got some beautiful greens in here with your soft succulent, your evening evergreen, which I know those 2 colors are retiring. And this has got some snowflakes. You've got some flowers here. You've got some fall leaves back here. And so you've got some petal pink in there. What's the other color? You've got melon, or what's that called? Melody, Mango Melody is this other color in here. So yeah, very, very pretty paper. And this back side, the reason why this is called specialty paper is because you've got the gold foiling all on the other side of all these papers. So let me show you what I have come up with using this paper. So I am using this piece right here. This has got some of that gold foiling, but this is the petal pink with some of those gold little dots. And it's kind of a distressed look, and I really like that. And the back side has seashells on it. This is 4 by 5 1/4. That's going to be my next layer. Then the next layer is the one that has the flowers, and then it has the gold on the back. This piece here is 3 by 4 1/4. It's going to be my next layer. Then the next layer is just a pink piece of petal pink. This is 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. And then I need a piece of scrap white, basic white, and then a scrap piece of my evening evergreen. This is what I'm gonna do my sentiment on. I am going to be using those 2 colors that I was saying that are retiring. We've got our soft succulent and our evening evergreen. These were part of our in colors for the last couple of years, and so we have new in colors coming, and these ones are fading out. But I will let you know that if you have the fresh freesia from the in colors, that is actually going to be added to our new color collection. So that is a beautiful, beautiful purple. Okay, so since I have this here, I am going to go ahead and stamp my leaves I'm going to need the big vein, and I'm going to need the big leaf. So let me clean this off and grab my big leaf again. Just place that on there. All right, so I'm gonna stamp the leaf in, as I keep sticking my fingers in it, geez Louise. I'm gonna stamp my leaf in Soft Succulent. Twice. Okay, just like that. I think my Soft Succulent needs to be refilled because it seems like it's kind of on the light side. Then I'm using the Evening Evergreen to come in with that vein. Okay, just like that. I'm also going to be using my Versamark here towards the end of this. So let's let's punch these out. Okay, there's both of those leaves. All right, then I'm going to be taking this Petal Pink piece and my Versamark, and with this set, it has some stems over here. So I'm gonna do something a little bit wonky that you probably wouldn't think to do with this, but we're just gonna do it. So I'm just going to ink up these veins in the Versamark, and I'm just going sideways with this just to add a little bit of texture to this piece of paper here, because I don't want it just being just pink. I want it having, you know, a little bit of something to it. So what better way to use all of our stamps that come in this set than to add a little bit of texture using them. So just flipping this stamp around back and forth, that gives me, as you can see, as that dries, that just kind of gives me some little lined texture on there, but it's in the same color. It just looks like it's been watermarked. Okay, since I've got my Versamark open, I am going to go ahead and use the word hello from this set. And I need a block. Okay, I'm going to grab my gold embossing powder. I want to move this because I don't want any embossing powder on that. I want that to dry the way that it is. So I need to find a plug over here. There's a plug right there to plug in my heat tool. All right, let's grab the hello, and I'm going to stamp this kind of towards the bottom of this little scrap, because we're going to be cutting some of that off because it's, oops, sorry you guys, didn't mean to hit that stand with that. I know that kind of goes straight through that stand. Okay, grabbing my gold embossing powder. Okay, I am going to heat set this with my heat tool. And that gold just really stands out on that deep, luscious green, that Evening Evergreen. Okay, I am gonna bring my trimmer back in and just lining this up where I'm not gonna cut off, so I don't really have a measurement for you. I'm just using this to cut off the excess. So I have that kind of the same height as that little hello. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay. All right, let's bring our card back in. Let's get some of these pieces adhered. I know, I am with you. I love the Evening Evergreen and the Soft Succulent. Those colors have become kind of a favorite of mine, and I was really hoping that they would keep those around because we don't have any greens like that at all. It's such a deep, rich, beautiful, it's great for Christmas cards, but then again, it's great for not just Christmas cards. All right, this little piece here, I'm gonna take and I'm gonna turn that kind of a little cockeyed there. Just at an angle. Okay, this piece is then gonna go straight in this. Okay, then my leaves are going to get popped up on some dimensionals. Okay. This one is gonna come right over here. Now you'd probably never think of using this paper with these leaves, but I think it just works so beautifully together. Okay, there's that. Then this little piece right here, I'm going to take my snips and I'm just going to cut out one of those little banners, those little flags, like that. And like that. Maybe if I can get this thing straight at some point in time here. There we go. Okay, that is going to get tucked right in there, just like that. But I need to cut some of this off because it's just a little too long. We don't need it crazy. All right, let's put a couple of dimensionals on the back of it. Wow, I feel like I cheated you guys on time tonight. I can't believe, is it really only 7 o'clock? How did I do that? How did I get through all 3 of these cards so quickly? Like, I really feel like something went wrong. Because it's not like I rushed to get through these, but maybe it's because they were more on the simple side. I'm not sure. But I feel like I cheated you guys an hour. Okay, there is that. But now I'm going to bring in some of these pastel adhesive back sequins. And I love these gold ones, as you can tell, since they're the ones that are used the most out of this. And then grabbing my take your pick tool, I'm gonna grab one of the big ones, put that one there, and then a little one there, and then another little one right down there. And see how these little round sequins look really good with the round little dots on the back of this. I just think that kind of all tied together very well. All right, you guys. Well, that is the third card of the night. Let me bring all of those cards back in so I can show you how beautiful these all turned out. So there are our 3 cards for this evening. I will be making the insides for these, taking pictures of them. Again, you will be able to see the finished cards inside and out. I'll have still photos. I will have the replay of this video. It will be over on YouTube. So if you could like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would be wonderful. And you could also catch me over on YouTube every Thursday. I do coffee and cards besides the last Thursday of the month, since that is my day that I do the alternatives for the current paper pumpkin that has come out. So again, don't forget, speaking of paper pumpkin, tonight is the last night to subscribe to that paper pumpkin that comes with the little organizer, which is going to be awesome for so many little things to organize when you go to your scrap classes or stamp classes or anything like that. So you guys have a wonderful week. Again, I can't believe that it only took an hour to do these, but you guys have a wonderful week. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. I will see you guys Wednesday evening here at 6 o'clock on Facebook doing mystery stamping. I've got a really cute card to share with you guys. Also, I will see you guys on Thursday over on YouTube Live for coffee and cards. All right, you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you, Marcia. You have a good night as well. And yes, thank you guys all so much for tuning in and sticking with me tonight. And I'm going to try to get these lights figured out so we don't have all these shadowing going on. That's kind of just making me bananas. I guess it's part of my OCD or something, because the colors just don't look right on my other device. But who knows? Maybe it's just me. You guys obviously enjoyed these cards, so you could see what was going on. That's what counts. All right, you guys, don't forget to check my blog tomorrow for all the details and the shopping list and the dimensions of these cards. All right, you guys, have a great night. Bye.